In this next example, I'm going to look at a 4-bar, and this has a lot of the same elements as some of the ones we've looked before, but I picked this problem because where the instant centers land is interesting. And so I have, as I said, it's a 4-bar, so I have 4 links. So my circle diagram is going to have 4 nodes on it, and then I'll have instant center 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 1, 4. And so my circle diagram will go like this. And we will be able to follow much the same plan as we have the last two. It's got the same graph, and so the same plan works. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 1, 3, 4. And so 1, 2, and 2, 3 will define my first line, and 1, 4, and 3, 4 will define my second line. And so I have line 1, 2, 3 right there, and I have line 1, 3, 4 right there, and really those two lines should intersect at that same point right there. And so what happens here is I find that 1, 3 and 3, 4 have the same instant center. Okay. Now that's kind of interesting, because if this point right here is an instant center for link 3 with respect to ground, that means that point has the same velocity as ground, which is 0 right there. So this point can't move in this position, and this point can't move in this position. So if you've got two non-moving points on a link, think carefully, what does that tell us about link 4? Well, this point isn't moving, that point's not moving, the whole link can't move. And so at this instant, the angular velocity of link 4 has to be 0. And so let's see if that makes sense. So as you think about, if this link 3 or link 2 is your input, as it rotates this way, this link is going to have to go that way. And also as it links this way, link 4 is going to have to go the other way. So this has to be a stopping position for link 4, because it's the maximum clockwise rotation that this link can have in this particular mechanism. Okay, so it has to have 0 velocity in that position, because there is no way it can travel any further in the clockwise direction. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. Now, when we look at the next one, 2, 4, what we're going to see is that we have line 1, 4, 2 and 2, 3, 4, and we already have lines or points 1, 4 and 1, 2, and points 2, 3 and 3, 4. So connecting the dots between 1, 4 and 1, 2 gives me that point right there. Sorry, that line right there. So that's line 1, 4, 2. This was line 1, 3, 4. Forgot to write that down. And then line 2, 3, 4 is this one right here. So yes, if I have 3 instant centers that line up, I will have instant center lines that lie on top of each other. There's no reason why that can't happen. And then right here, I have instant center 2, 4 is right on top of instant center 1, 2. So once again, The instant centers with respect to ground are the same as the instant centers with respect to link 4. And so you can think at this instant, but only at this instant, link 4 has the same motion as ground, and so its instant centers are coincident with the instant centers for ground. All right, so that's example 3.